boxing, the day of, so like months back, I think Ludwig mentioned this, when I was going to do the first LA show of Trash Taste, me and Ludwig had lunch, and he was telling me, I want to do this slapping thing, but I don't know who I'm going to slap. And I was like, well, like, I can't box, but I'm pretty sure I can slap, as long as it's not like crazy fucking hard. I was like, yeah, I'll do it if you want. And it was more of it wasn't like 100% let's do it. I was just kind of like, yeah, if you need someone, I got you. It wasn't like, yeah, I bet you could box. I don't know. I need to ask a doctor. I'm pretty sure I can't. There are some ways that I maybe I could, but I don't think it's worth it either. I think it's too risky. And anyway, not that I want to go through all that anyway. So I'm not, chat. Anyway, I basically TLDR, I can't box as far as we know. So, yeah. So I said that, and I didn't think much of it. I was kind of like, I'm sure he'll find someone who's more suitable. Because this is a huge event, right? And I thought he'll bring someone huge on, and he did, right? He said XQC. So I was like, yeah, whatever. Like I wasn't like offended or anything. I was just kind of like, oh well, it is what it is. I was like, I get it, and I was like, that's cool. So the day of, because I'm staying at Ludwig's house. So the day of, we drive over to XQC's house to go pick him up, and I'm just sitting in the front seat, and he's taking a while. Like Ludwig's in there for like 10-15 minutes, and I'm like, what the fuck? But I'm like, whatever, maybe he's just chatting to him. So he goes in, comes out, and he's like, yeah, he's not there. And I'm like, what? Yeah, he's like, not at his house. I'm like, what? Who isn't at their house at like 10 a.m.? And so I was just like, all right, that's weird. Whatever. I'm sure he'll show up. I'm sure. And he called him a bunch and stuff, didn't pick up. And I was like, all right, well, I was like, if you need someone last minute, I'm down. Like, I'll do it. Because I just thought it'd be fun. Also, it was like a cool opportunity, and I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I could put on a good show. And if you trust me enough, I could do it with same height, same weight, same chest rating nearly. So I was like, all right, I don't know. But I didn't actually expect anything to happen. So during the whole boxing thing, I was drinking beer, enjoying it. I was having a great time. I was having a fucking awesome time. So I was like 3-4 beers in. I was talking to everyone, having a good time. And then about 3 hours before, I go to pee, and Ludwig's peeing as well. And I'm like, did he show up? And he's like, nope. And I was like, oh. He's like, yeah, I might need you to go on. I was like, oh, okay. All right. So I go back to my seat, and I'm chilling. And then like this fight starts, the Andrea fight. And Nick from Ludwig's team comes over, and he's like, yeah, so we're just going to go with you. We're going to go do it. You're going to go on at the end. And so I found out that now, like 2 hours before I went on. That's when I found out for sure I was going on. I was like, oh shit. It's like, fuck, okay. I should probably stop drinking alcohol then. Whereas Ludwig was like, I'm gonna start drinking alcohol. So I was kind of nervous because I just didn't want to fuck it up, basically. But I was also pretty certain I could do a good job. I was also sure it was gonna be a good time. So I was just sitting, and I was like, what the fuck do I say? And I didn't know how I was gonna go on or anything. Someone just told me I was going on. So I was fucking nervous. It was this fight where I started getting nervous. I was starting to get real nervous around this fight. And dude, I was so thirsty. I could not find water to save my life. There was no water in this venue. And I was, this whole fight, halfway through, I left because I was like, I need some water, like desperately, before I go on. Because this could have been over really fast. And this one could have been over really fast as well, that did this guy's toast. So I was worried. So I ran around trying to find some water. I was like, fuck, I don't know what I'm gonna do. The whole time thinking like, what the fuck should I say? What should I do? I was like, what? I don't know. So anyway, we get around this fight, and I'm watching this fight, and I'm getting nervous now. It's the last round. Amazing fight if you haven't watched it. It was so fun. Fucking awesome game. Good boxing as well. Man, they fucked each other up so hard. I was genuinely worried for them. Toast looked like he was being murdered alive, but stayed in there. Hearing all those punches, dude, I was like, God damn. All right. But anyway, I'm nervous. I'm like shitting myself because I know at any moment I'm gonna have to go on.
Stalemate only occurs if there's no legal.
The nut shot, yeah, that was brutal.
While he's not in check. Do not repeat.
Yeah, I asked Point Crow afterwards. I was like, hey, what happened with that? He was like, I was trying to go for an uppercut stomach shot, and I just undershot it way too much twice. And I was like, oh. No, that can't be legal.
The position 3 times. Don't repeat 3 times.
I haven't watched the chess boxing, by the way. I watched a bit of the Moist Critical video, but I don't know why. I couldn't watch it. I don't know why. I just... I cringe watching myself sometimes.
Oh my gosh, both. This is
I can't do it.
Coming in with the big power.